You stand there, realizing that the distance between who you are and who you were meant to be wasn't created by fate, it was created by your patterns. Your rituals, your procrastination, your low standards, your comfort addiction, your refusal to demand more from yourself. And suddenly, the disappointment in his eyes becomes a mirror reflecting the truth you've avoided for years. You were always capable of more, but you settled for less. The shift, the exact moment everything changes. There's a moment, it lasts only a breath, where the disappointment in his eyes transforms. Not into anger, not into bitterness, but into something unexpected, belief. Because despite everything, he knows something you forget. It's not too late. You can still change the story. You can still rewrite the ending. You can still become him. But not if you keep living like the old you. Not if you keep negotiating with your weakness. Not if you continue treating comfort like a necessity and discipline like a punishment. Not if you keep letting potential rot. Your future self steps closer, and for the first time, he's not disappointed. He's patient. He's hopeful. He's waiting. And he says one final thing. You can't change the years you wasted, but you can make sure they never happen again. That's the moment your transformation begins. Not tomorrow, not next week, not January. Now, because the pain of seeing who you could have become is the spark that forces you into the battle for who you still can be. There is a silence that comes after a hard truth. Not the silence of defeat, the silence of awakening. The kind of silence that doesn't feel empty, but charged. Heavy. Alive. That's where part 5 begins. Not with noise. Not with fireworks. But with stillness. The stillness right before a life changes direction forever. Because after everything you've seen, after everything you've faced, after meeting the version of yourself you should have already become, there's only one question left. What are you going to do now? The moment you realize he's not just watching you, he's waiting for you. You take one last look at him, your future self, the version of you who has everything you ever wanted, everything you ever prayed for, everything you ever pictured late at night when no one else was awake. He doesn't speak this time. He doesn't need to, because for the first time, you're not afraid of him. You're not ashamed in front of him. You're not hiding from him. You're matching his eyes with your own. And in that moment, something almost supernatural happens. He smiles. Not a smile of pride, you haven't earned that yet. Not a smile of forgiveness, you don't need it anymore. It's a smile of recognition, because he finally sees something in you that he's been waiting to see for years. A decision. There are moments in life when change happens gradually, and there are moments when change happens all at once, in a single breath, in a single heartbeat, in a single realization so powerful it splits your life into before and after. This is one of those moments, because for the first time, you're ready to walk toward him, not away. The walk back through your past and what you leave behind. As you turn to exit that room, you walk past the ghosts that built your old life. The excuses that protected your laziness. The doubts that protected your fear. The habits that protected your weakness. The people who protected your stagnation. You don't fight them. You don't argue with them. You don't explain anything to them. You just walk past them. Because transformation doesn't require permission, it requires a funeral. A funeral for the version of you who kept holding you back. A funeral for the patterns that ruined every chance you ever had. A funeral for the story that made you believe you weren't capable of more. Doors don't stay open forever. Some doors close when you're not ready. But this one, this door between you and your future self, stays open only until you take your first step. And when you do, the ground beneath you shifts. You feel it in your bones. You're becoming someone else. Someone stronger. Someone clearer. Someone dangerous in all the right ways. The rules you leave the room with. You don't leave that room empty-handed. You leave with laws, the kind you don't write on paper, but on your soul. Rules that, once learned, change everything. 1. Your future isn't built in years, it's built in days. And every day you choose comfort, your future self pays the price. 2. No one is coming to save you. Not your parents. Not society. Not luck. Not miracles. It's you. It's always been you. 3. Discipline is not punishment, it's self-respect. The more you respect yourself, the less you tolerate your own excuses. 4. Your goals don't care about your feelings. Your future self doesn't care if you're tired. He cares if you're consistent. 5. You are always one decision away from a different life. But that decision must be made today. Not someday. Not after motivation. Not after inspiration. Because someday is where dreams go to die. You step outside the room. The door closes behind you, and before it disappears, your future self says one last thing, the final sentence, the final hook, the one that will echo in your mind every morning for the rest of your life. I'm still watching you, not disappointed, not angry, just watching. Watching to see if the decision you made in that room survives the storms of real life. Watching to see if you guard it when you're tired, stressed, busy, lonely, bored, or afraid. Watching to see if you finally choose growth over comfort. Watching to see if you finally become him. Because every day, with every action, with every sacrifice, with every temptation you resist, with every early morning, with every disciplined choice, you get closer to him. You close the distance. You rewrite the story. You redeem the years you wasted. You become the person he always knew you could be. And when that day finally comes, the day you and your future self stand face to face again, he won't be disappointed. He'll be proud. He'll be relieved. He'll say, "I knew you'd make it." And you'll answer, "I decided to."